Hi, Judy from Witchpeace Craft. Welcome to today's video. Remembrance Day, poppies, poppies and more poppies. Yes, it's the 10th of November today and tomorrow is the 11th of November, which is Remembrance Day in Australia. It's dedicated to Australians who died during the war, especially from World War I and onwards. It's not a public holiday, but around the country there are services held and schools hold services, and at 11 a.m. we hold a minute's silence and the last post is paid while we pay respects to our veterans who died during the war. It's also known as Poppy Day. All week there are people usually out selling poppies or Remembrance Day memorabilia to raise funds for our veterans. But unfortunately, due to COVID, there aren't that many sellers out there. So I did receive an email asking for a donation online because my family and I donate every year. Why is Remembrance Day special to me? Well, those who've been with me for a while will remember, but if you're new to the channel, Remembrance Day was or is my parents' wedding anniversary, and my dad was married in his uniform. I do have a photo of them, but sometimes there's some things I just don't want to share. My parents loved loose leaf tea. They're Poms, they're from England, and they love loose leaf tea. And when I took up crocheting and knitting again, every year for about the last 4 years, I have made a tea cozy dedicated to their wedding anniversary and Poppy Day, or Remembrance Day. And this year it's just something I design in my head. No pattern, it's just what I feel like at the time. I have made my planter of poppies. They're curling up a bit. I was spraying them with water to block them a bit the other night and my son said to me, they're not going to grow, you know. The irony of this is a brick mosaic stitch which I've knitted for many years, and 2, maybe 3 days ago, Fibre Spider brought out a tutorial in these exact colours doing this stitch. So if you want to learn the brick stitch, go to Fibre Spider. I'll put a link to that in the description below, because he does great tutorials. They're really easy to follow and he's such a nice person. So yes, this is 2020 dedicated tea cozy to my parents' wedding anniversary and Poppy Day and Remembrance Day. There you go. So this morning, driving to work, because I knew they were going to be doing it sometime today, the ladies at Cairns Poppy On would be decorating or poppy yarn bombing the sculpture at the Tobruk Memorial Pool. There's this big sculpture there, and they've done it for about the last 3 years, and I thought I'll stop after work. Well, I go driving past this morning and earlier, they're nearly finished, hadn't they, her and the girls? So I had to do the big loop and be late for work because I always want photos. I want to thank them and say how nice it looks, because it does. I always get a little choked up when I see it. They started at 7 a.m. in the rain, but they had it finished and it looks amazing. The ladies at Cairns Poppy On make poppies and do different things all year. They make these special wall hanging banners that they donate to different services, clubs or memorials for their venues or for their remembrance days. So yes, for me, I've been asked what poppy patterns or tutorials I use. I do have a basic pattern I use in my head, which are all these. I filled it up. But if you're starting out and you want a really great tutorial for a big poppy, Bag O Day. Crystal at Bag O Day did one years ago, and I do occasionally go back and do it because she does it quite different to most. I haven't sewn the ends in. It's a really full poppy and it looks really nice. I'll link her pattern or tutorial in the description below. We all know she does great tutorials, even if it is an old tutorial. And the other one is if you want a lapel poppy that's a bit smaller and you can pin on your lapel, Mel Colours of the Outback did a great tutorial like about maybe a month or so back. It's a lovely size for your lapel. Now I have been making poppies to give away for displays. I won't sell them or give them away as gifts for individuals because I believe you should support our veterans and buy a poppy or make a donation. I have given them to RSLs to sell to raise money for their veterans, but yeah, I got asked today at work if I'd make one for someone. They wanted one, and I said only if they would make a donation, which they didn't want to do, so they don't get a poppy. Anyway, that's my Remembrance Day. It hasn't been an easy year for anyone, especially my friend Ulia, who I met a year ago. It's just over a year ago in a yarn store when she was walking around with a ball band. There you go. You meet the greatest friends at the yarn store. The ladies at Cairns Poppy On did an awesome job, so please give them a thumbs up and leave a positive comments, and stay and watch the video to the end because I will have some photos at the end to share with you. Please stay safe, stay well, take a few minutes on Remembrance Day or on your Veterans Day to remember your veterans. Thank you for watching. Until next time, make sure you have one crafty day.